What's up, guys? Welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. New Fabled support from all the archetypes. It's really Fabled. I've never played this archetype, never played the deck, but it's pretty straightforward, even though it's, well, it needs, it reminds me of like Dark Synchro Fusionist, pretty much has like the same purpose, vomit your entire hand to the field and then, you know, keep upgrading, synchro spamming using Hyper Librarian, right? So, it's pretty straightforward. There are a lot of decision trees you have to make. Discard, special summon, which card to search, because you're running like a lot of monsters. The deck, again, is also running like Dark Synchro, or at least my version is. But anyway, the new support is actually quite good for Fabled. They got a new spell, a new trap, a new level 4 as well, which again is quite versatile. It has the ability to special summon itself by discarding, obviously. It's also their spell and trap card searcher, so it does a lot. I feel it's definitely a 3 off, plus the fact that it's another level 4 just gives you, you know, some beneficial or some extra options to pump out, you know, like the level 4 with level 1, something like an easy Hyper Librarian or, you know, an easy Trishul. Anyway, the field spell, I was running it at 2 first, but I eventually, well, opted to just, you know, play that one. I mean, the way I see or how I feel, or, you know, how with this build that is how I play Fabled, is you want to go first and, well, it's pretty much balls to the wall, if that makes sense. And I get that that's the gimmick of Fabled, is that, you know, emptying your hand quite quickly, and you're playing with your draw cards a lot, you know, like get out Hyper Librarian should be your priority number 1, and then, you know, like go from there, use your extenders, going for those beneficial synchro summons, and play with the top cards from your deck, and, well, okay, you get multiple draws of your level 5 Fabled, right, your synchro, your Raging, I believe the name is, and also the new one, the level 6, so that's quite convenient. They also got a 6, which is also good. Like, it forces your opponent to discard the card. If they don't do that, you'll draw 2 and discard 1, so like a small graceful charity. So the main purpose of the deck, again, it's quite similar to stuff like Dark Synchro or Synchro Fusionist from a couple of years ago. You're working towards, like, in this particular case, either Shooting Quasar or, you know, your Cosmic Blazer Dragon, I believe the name is. And, you know, you want to keep your Formula Synchron and the 2 level 5s on the field for that, depending, or if you have, like, Reborn cards, you can play from there, right? There's also potential Marcher late game that could Reborn the Formula Synchron needed to go for that level 12 Synchro play. So this is the particular field I'm aiming towards too, and, you know, like the in-between Synchro plays, like 1 or 2 Trishula, if you had the access to the D-Synchro, the Omega, and of course a Boral Savage. So working towards this particular field is not that hard for the deck. And also with the new support, the field spell, it has a Foolish Burial effect, or like discard to get back 1 Fabled from the grave, so a built-in monster reincarnation as well. Well, at the cost of discarding 2, but anyway, it's the deck is consistent at what it does, even though I personally don't really like it that much. You know, you're just playing again with those drawn cards off of Hyper Librarian. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But the thing is that the big problem of the deck is, of course, Nibiru, hand traps, man. I mean, of course, a lot of decks are weak to hand traps, but I feel that like a well-timed Blossom, maybe here in this case, Helgi Fibrex is of course very important. I mean, you're playing a Synchro deck, it's a free tuner, it's a free Link Cross bait, which enables Formula Synchron and Marcher, so it just fuels Hyper Librarian. You definitely want to fit those in, right? Even though you might not liking, you know, the Helgi Fibrex, the small Helgi Fibrex package. But, well, I'm not running Aurora Dawn and Olion, so that's the thing. But anyway, the thing is that It's very, very weak to hand traps, and then again, as I mentioned before, that's the gimmick of the deck. You know, you want to empty your hand as quickly as possible, and then go for, you know, like Librarian, your Raging, I believe the name is. Draw those cards with an empty hand and go from there. That's cool, but at the same time, it's just far too risky to be you know, competitive at like a decent level. And should it? No, definitely not. But you know, that's most of the time how I try to build decks, right? Like when new support is released, I try to make it as competitive as possible. Rescue Cat speaks for itself. It's a one-card Helki Firebreaks play or whatever, right? Synchro. You can go from there. The extra deck definitely needs work. The main deck needs work. So feel free to leave, you know, opinions. I've been playing the deck past couple of hours again for the first time, but again, you know, there are a lot of similarities with like stuff like Dark Synchro, Synchro Fusionist, which all work towards to looping Omega, looping Trishula. And this deck basically, how I feel it, how I built this now, basically does the same thing. So stuff in the extra deck, or you know, quote-unquote side deck, is 3 tactical talents, or maybe the cross-out designator again, Nibiru, right? So that's stuff you, if you're playing online format. Maybe other synchros, again, the extra deck might need some work. I've been trying Pot of Avarice as well. Yeah, you can definitely play Pot of Avarice in the main deck. I wanted to keep it at 40 sharp, but it's up to you. I know like cards like Card Destruction and Dark World Dealings are somewhat popular in Fabled, and okay, I know why, but I really don't like to give my opponent another draw and a potential, you know, extra card that might be another hand trap, might be a hand trap, might be the Nibiru, and let's say, I mean, there are a lot of decks that, you know, that like to put stuff in their graveyard, like Eldritch, like Orcust, whatever. So just giving them the beneficial draw and discard, it's just not for me. I don't like it. I don't think the deck needs to run it, because again, the new field spell Searcher, the deck has a lot of abilities to, you know, discard stuff from the hand. So I mean, again, that's just my honest opinion, and humble opinion as well. The trap card's the same. The thing with the trap card is, you know, you might want to main deck it again because it's searchable. If you brick going first, or if your opponent has like multiple hand traps, the trap might let you play during your opponent's turn. But then, you know, on the other hand, it's Fabled, and the thing is that if your opponent is able to stop your early plays, you're probably just ending your board very weak, and the trap is not going to change anything. So I'm just investing in full going first, and go from there, right? So the video is a bit shorter than usual. My time for today was very limited, but I mean, we also saw new Wind Witches, so that's probably for tomorrow, if I find the time as well. So again, like always, feel free to leave, you know, suggestions for Fables, for like the extra deck, the main deck. I'm definitely eager to hear them. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.